Alrighty.
Excellent. We are here playing Torchbearer. This is part 2 of the second adventure, I guess, or the second
Hooray.
session. Chris is the GM.
That's right. That's right.
GM stands for good morning.
That's right. Good GM morning to you.
Good mythical GM to you.
That's right. I am a mythical GM. Alright. So last time, who wants to give a recap?
Quick recap, but I guess for no points.
For no points, just so that the audience remembers.
Just for the audience. We were at Crossroads Keep, I believe, and they were like, "Oh, the Grimsby is a small town to the north, in the foothills of the mountains. That's having troubles with their sheep, with maybe monsters or bandits or both." And we're like, well, let's go find out. And we went there and convinced the mayor that we were sent there officially, which may or may not impact our pay. Because if we're getting paid by the town, we're not getting paid by this town. So who's getting paid, Tyler? Who's going to pay us?
Who will pay us?
Then
Shut up, pay me.
We went talk to like some locals. The man, the lightest person, got clues. Then like his grandmother or something that lived there was like, be warned about the mountain, there's lights, and that's what's the real problem. And then I was like, that sounds dangerous. And then Byron was like, I want to kidnap the old lady as a sacrifice. And I think we all just kind of ignored that, and then we walked away.
Well, you know what? We weren't actually gonna kill her, so I used her as bait, not as a sacrifice.
Oh, I don't know.
No, that's the trouble with bait, is that sometimes something takes the bait.
Yeah. That's like the same problem I have with stairs, is sometimes you fall down them.
Well, not knowing very well how to track, I guess, large wolves, we decided that maybe the real problem isn't that there's a large wolf on the bout, because there might be multiple large wolves. Instead of dealing with the large wolves, let's go deal with their hunting grounds, like the old woman suggested. So we went to go up the mountain. It was like a lone mountain in like, I guess it's like a lone mountain in the foothills, and then like further on there's like the huge mountains. And then we went there.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's a decently sized, it's like on the border between a mountain and a hill,
Yeah, there's a bandit camp and a dog, and we're like, nice dog. And we tried sneaking up on it, and then it ran away because we made noise. And then we were like, let's camp here. And then the dogs came back with friends, and we were like, oh no. And then we fought them off to scare them away, and they ran away. And then we were like, let us go down this path, and we did. And then we got lost, and we camped again.
Correct. All right, so you have broken camp, and you are lost. So next time, you will need to make a Pathfinder test to return to where you were, if that is indeed what you want to do, I suppose.
I'm gonna ask the group, what were we following? We following these large stones, and now we're in a field of large stones.
Large stones. I mean, we made camp.
There was a smaller path that maybe we should have followed, or I don't recall that. Let us. I know there was a banjo. We could go play it, but we have to find it. I
believe it was a shovel.
That's right. Yeah, there was a shovel.
There was a shovel leaning up against a tree at the fork in the road that you're referring to. Yes.
Are there any like higher elevation points we can go to look around?
Not that you can see. I mean, you could climber up onto a boulder, but that would just like stick your head up into the tree cover. Yeah, there's no obvious. Like I said, like you're basically in the woods, right? So there's nothing. Yeah. It's hard to see a long distance. You can see that like the ground generally goes like as it approaches the mountain, which you kind of generally know the way towards. It goes uphill, and then of course back downhill away from the mountain.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, the tree cover is pretty thick, so it's tough to tough to find out anything particularly noteworthy. Although you know, if you put your mind to it, you could probably remember the way you came from.
Okay.
Like I said, it's just the woods, right? So you know, it's not like there's no particular area where you could get a much better view, a vantage point. You know, the trees are kind of blocking anything that would do the trick.
I was trying to think. She's wondering if she should shout to attract attention.
I think that's a bad idea, but I'm not in your mind. Instead, I will. Instead, I will push forward. How's the light situation here?
I would actually. That's something I forgot to talk about last time, which I should have. I will say that it is dimly lit here. So you will, I believe, if in dim light, what's the dim?
It's a factor on all tests, I think.
Yes.
Unless you have light.
So what does that do again?
It just makes the obs go by +1 unless you light it up.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's actually -1 success.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even
if
worse.
I'm reading this correctly in the adventure phase procedures.
Yeah,
because it's -1 success for anything you do in dim light or darkness.
Yeah, that matters.
But darkness is worse somehow.
Darkness is worse because you can't do basically anything except persuade and trick, and there's like a few others that you could do, but other than that, you can't do very much.
Right, 239. All right, let me just get to the page so I can remember, because I don't remember all the rules of this game.
That's fine. I am going to, I think...
Oh, yeah, you can... Oh, yeah, darkness is actually good if you're running away.
Yeah, you can run away.
I can't see you. Anyway, sorry.
I'm going to suggest that Byron light his lantern, and I will push forward, looking with my eyes to try to get back to the fork in the road with the shovel that we wanted to visit
right.
and continue. So I will do that. Maybe
right,
because
so
I don't have Pathfinder, Talia can climb up something and look to see if it's not a good idea or worthy of idea, but maybe it's a helpful idea.
Yeah.
Every now and again, go up on a boulder to look over other
Do
boulders.
you have a lamp thing somewhere? It's on a different page, eh?
For what? No, I put it here. Look, it's here now. Above the central heartlands.
Oh, it's right there. Okay, perfect.
And it's like
so
us.
How does this work?
It chooses sides. So there's currently, this is how much is in the lantern of Tyler's lantern or Byron's lantern, and you can click multi-sided and choose side.
Oops, I click random side. So right now, before it was like 3/4 full. Okay, I see. This is what it was.
Yeah, I think it's 3, and then it's empty. So yeah. It has 1 turn left of light, I think.
Oh, okay, it's just okay, I see. No, it's
because lanterns last 3 turns, I believe, per use.
And exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. So
it's
full, and then
you get 2 uses per flask or something of oil.
You get 3, it looks like, right?
Yeah, but per flask of oil, I think it counts as 2 if you have like the oil.
Oh, right. Once it's empty, it's not useful. So yeah, a lantern provides light for 3 characters for 3 turns. Got it. Sorry, I accidentally clicked random side. Do you remember what it was at? I think it was
the last one. It was this one.
So this is this an empty lantern?
Yeah.
Fully gray?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you have enough oil for 1 check, and I will try and keep track of that.
Okay, so I'm going to press forward to try to find my way back to the place using beginner's luck.
Sounds good. Okay, Pathfinder.
Ooh.
It will be... I will just say... Ob 3. Yes, it is nearby. It is overgrown but you've been there recently, so I'll knock it down by 1 and make it up 3.
Okay. I don't think I will accept help because I'm pretty sure I'm going to fail. And so I'm going to use Touched by the Gods against myself. I have, I hear voices in the gods' whispers at some times. And, as I'm wandering around, I hear, both, I can hear both the gods of law and the gods of chaos. And the gods of chaos are whispering and distracting me from my search and leading me astray.
Right.
I'm getting 1 less dice. Rolling 2 dice. Basically, yeah, I don't care if if I'm gonna get rid of my fresh condition, at least I'll insulate my friends from harm and also get a
check. Yeah, no, yeah. 0 successes. All right. Yes, as you say, the Lords of Chaos are whispering in your ear as you attempt to make your way back to the place you saw. Your pace quickens as their devilish whispers inflame your humors. Before long, you're nearly running at full tilt through the woods, breathing heavily and panicking. You are afraid, but all of a sudden you burst back onto the path, and the blessed shovel. You have made it back to the place where you were.
Talia claps Osmond on the back and says, "Good job."
I startle when you clap me on the back.
You're afraid, but you have made it back. You have made it back safely to the previous location. So I'll remind you what is all here. Yes, your path. The path. Yes. So there's a path of small cobblestones that vanishes quickly into the dark wood. The shovel is leaning up against a tree next to this path. But the large boulders continue in a mostly straight path deeper into the woods that go uphill, whereas the path kind of turns and goes along the side of the mountain, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, if you look at this map, like of these locations that I've plotted out here, in general, like up will be like up the mountain, and down will be down the mountain. I'll try and keep that as consistent as I can, just so you guys have a general. Like the web, I'll try and keep. The web might not be totally accurate positionally for a variety of reasons, but I'll try and keep the general gist of things for you.
Wait, which should I be on?
The Central Heartlands map.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Sorry, I was on.
Yeah, so where the unicorn is, where you guys are, and like I said, up on the map, I'll try and keep that generally uphill. Although there might be exceptions to that later if I need to. We'll cross that bridge.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, so you've made it back to the fork in the road, and your lamp is empty.
Okay. Do we have any more oil? Or are we out of oil?
It's not my lamp.
It is dim here.
Oh, yeah.
As well. There's some light filtering in through the thick trees, but not enough to see clearly.
I'm guessing we're out. And I'm assuming you don't have any light spells, right?
I got nothing.
Do you not have oil, Byron? Or torches?
Not oil.
I don't see anything in...
You have oil or you don't have oil?
I don't think we have oil. I think that was in the cart.
Do we even have oil in the cart?
Is the cart not with us? Or...
I don't know. Can we take the cart to the forest?
or did we send Alfwin back with the cart? I think we did that. Or did we?
I think you took the horses and I took the cart.
Alfwin has lamp oil.
I'm the one who carries our lamp oil. So you guys didn't get more before you left. Oh well, you got to deal with it now. Yeah, I think you guys took the horses and then I took the cart.
Yeah, one horse.
I mean, if there's something that you like that was on the cart that you wanted to put in your backpack, you could have, obviously. Because we didn't make that actually clear, to be fair. So maybe I can still give you guys a chance if there was something. But I think you guys all have full packs anyway, right? So it's not like there's lots of stuff that you would have got.
Yeah, I just have one space, but.
Well, I mean, you can also just scrounge up.
Oh, I had 2 garlics. Oh, I still have 2 garlics. That's funny. I didn't even need to like look up at a garlic. I think.
Oh yeah.
Because I have one in my neck and one in my pocket.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
you're allowed to drink it.
It is dim, so dimness will give a -1 success for any test.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, I think that it shouldn't for some reason.
Right.
So yeah, your lamp goes out. You have no more fuel.
I have a tinder box, but I don't think we can like. That's more for starting campfires, right? It's not gonna.
That's for starting campfires.
I can't put sticks in a lantern and light a fire.
You could if you're gonna survivalist up a lantern or a torch.
Oh.
But you might need to.
If you have a tinderbox, basically, tinderboxes basically say you can light a fire for free without having to make a test.
But you might want to do like I guess we're in the woods, so maybe like getting a bunch of sticks together could be a good idea. But like, yeah, I'm talking to Talia.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think because like,
but like, whether or not you light it successfully or not is gonna.
Well, yeah, because I know like an actual torch would require like you couldn't just grab a stick and light it on fire. Like you'd have to get like tallow, you'd have to wrap it in something. Like it's not just a stick.
Do you have the survivalist skill? Because presumably you would have that stuff on you if you had the skill or some of it.
I was gonna say that would be like you said, that would be a survivalist test pretty much.
Yeah, no, I don't have survivalist.
Yep.
Talia just kind of ran into the forest, not thinking. So at this point, she's gonna kind of go, Well, I don't want to like have us all join the bandits in the mountain. Maybe we do go back and get oil, because this is like actually pretty bad.
Well, maybe we. After
out
taking
of the
a small break,
dark,
maybe we take another small break.
No, what time of night is it? Maybe we can just wait it out.
Oh, you mean like camping?
No, I think it's just dark. Is it just dark because of the trees, or is it dark?
It's not dark. It's dim. It's not dark.
Yeah. Maybe I can ask my familiar if he can scout ahead for us.
Okay. Let me see what is your familiar?
It's a fox.
Sorry, Sean. Can I get a bit of assist on how familiars work?
Sure. I'm not sure. Let me look at the Dungeoneer guide.
Okay, hold on. This is from the Magician level benefits. Let me see.
Yeah, level 3.
Familiar. You're familiar. It adopts you as your own. You're bound together by fate. It will guide and protect you, and can understand simple commands and intentions. Okay.
I feel like
you have a fox. Its descriptors are tricking, learning, and stalking.
Yeah, it's stalking a way out of here, a way forward. You know, like how you pursue the future. I don't know. I'm gonna stretch words so I win.
I mean, I don't see why that you couldn't ask it to scout out a path for you. You could certainly ask it to. It's not within its nature, I would say, because it's not stalking anything.
Well, because we're not rolling a dice, it would be entirely up to GM Fiat what happens. And it sounds like a free test or a free twist, which I don't know if we want to rely on the fox.
Also, we could just be stalking the wolves.
Basically, I think, Sean is basically ruling in the way that I would. And I would say, okay, you can tell your familiar to do that, and it will lead you somewhere, probably. And I'll decide where that is.
You know what? That's a great idea. Let's do that.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, totally.
Don't we just want to like follow this path? Like, is it easy to follow? Like, if we see the path ahead of us, like, can we just like not follow it, or does it like? Is it kind of like splotchy and hard to follow?
I thought the whole point of not having oil and needing to go get oil was because we couldn't see anything. We can see a path. What's the problem?
I think we can see things. It's just kind of dark, right?
Eat your carrot.
Talia's kind of wondering if we have to go into like a cave system, which is not super unlikely given it's a mountain. Then I feel like that's going to be a problem without any light.
Could be, but I mean, should we just rest here and then map the way back so we can travel quickly?
I mean, sure, I'm fine with that.
That's we could do that. I like my fox idea though because I trust him.
Yes. But we can both trust your fox and get oil.
We could. I'm just. Are we going through like another rest phase then?
Well, yeah, we can just do a quick camp, just a map. Because can we only map during camp phase, or can we just map?
Yeah.
Or you could presumably do it. It's called. I think it's called Adventure Camp, where you do an adventure action, but the GM is heavily encouraged to screw with us if we do it during the adventure phase on a fail.
Oh, okay.
I'm just exhausted from having to put this George Foreman grill like out and back and out again constantly.
No, you should just follow the thing who has it in its nature to trick things. That's totally fine. You should do that.
He's our guide. He's supposed to guide him.
He'll guide you. You know, he's just a tricky guy. That's all. He won't hurt you probably.
And
he's your friend.
Yeah, and tricking is no less harmful than like camping in the dark. When there's creatures about.
Well, you won't be camping in the dark. You can make a fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if you want to.
That was the comparison I was making.
Anyway.
Talia's going to kind of like put her greatsword on the ground and say, I think we should just stay here.
Well, either way, we're either pushing forward with the Pathfinder test or like, I guess going back. Did we follow a path all the way here that was like easy to follow?
Yes. It was, yeah. It wasn't difficult to follow. And you've been there before, so it would be not difficult for you at all it would not be a difficult test. I guess it would have to be a test because you don't have it mapped, but it wouldn't be a difficult one.
Yeah, but I mean, did we even come here do we even make a Pathfinder test from anywhere we were to here?
That's a good point, actually. No, you didn't. You just followed this path. So you probably wouldn't have to make one.
I guess it would be like when we exit the forest, whether or not we would see the Grimsby in the valley.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, that's a fair point. Yeah, actually, I didn't make you do a test to get to this place, so I probably.
I'm asking is like, does the path like on the fork, like, could we presumably follow it and not veer off of it, or is it too like overgrown that we'd have to?
That way. Yeah, sorry. The way you. Sorry, I'm the way you came.
I'm asking both. I'm asking both. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will say, yeah, I remember now that, yeah, from the bandit camp to where you are now, I didn't make you make a test because you were just following a landmark. So I would say probably if you wanted to go back that way, you would just go back the way you came, and absent because like nothing, there's no reason for anything to have changed. So I probably wouldn't make you make a test to go back the way you came, and because there's a clear landmark that you can follow. But the cobblestone path. You haven't been down, and it's dark. So I would say that might cause you to...
But, like, if we followed the path, like the cobblestone path...
You would get somewhere.
You would get somewhere, okay. So we could presumably just follow the cobblestone path like a hallway.
I would definitely not just say... I wouldn't just say, like, you're straight up lost. I would say you're in a new place, but it might not... You don't know where that place would be.
Right, it might not be where we want to go.
I honestly, we don't know where we want to go. So maybe we follow it and see where it takes us, or do we go back?
The cobblestone path? Well, I'm down to following these large stones. I just would like to get oil before we go.
Yeah, like,
if we think it's too much of a hassle.
But the large
stones go back, but they also keep going deeper up, like up the mountain. The cobblestone path kind of goes to the right and like skirts along the like, it doesn't go like uphill or downhill.
Yeah.
The camp is downhill and the stones continue uphill. So you know.
Yeah, I point to the shovel. Do we want to take that?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, do you have hands or space for it?
I have will. I have no backpack
You
space.
just
I
gonna
don't.
labor it.
I mean, I can hold the shovel. I'm not holding any weapons right now. They're sheathed.
Yeah, but you have a lamp and I think a sack of something.
That's true.
Yeah, so you don't have anything. You don't have empty space.
I will look at this shovel forlorn then.
Does anyone have empty space? Because I don't have empty space.
I've got my greatsword, so
I have all these spell books.
I've got a small sack. I don't know if I can put a shovel in a sack. That seems kind of weird, but
I think a shovel's just carried one. I don't know if it has a pack.
Can a flail go in your belt? Is that a
I don't think so. A flail, like a weapon?
Yeah. Because I know some weapons could go in your belt. There's a flail.
Hold on, let me see.
I mean, I could technically carry the shovel and the greatsword at the same time. I would just have to drop the shovel whenever I use the greatsword.
I mean, that seems fair. Shovel seems useful.
Flail is, carried one, wielded one.
Do we have like a horse that has like saddlebags and stuff? We could just put it in the horse.
Shovel is pack 2, so you can put it in a sack.
It's hilarious.
It's actually, shovel is carried too. You need 2 hands for it.
Oh, it is carried too. Okay. So I could put it in the sack, carry the sack and my greatsword, and then I could drop the sack.
Yep, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can do that. That's why I have a sack.
Carrying things.
Yeah. So sure, I'll grab the shovel and I'll put
Okay.
it in.
It's embedded in the dirt slightly, so you give it a decent yank, and it pops out of the ground.
Okay. Now
You have a shovel.
shovel. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, Talia is eager to do something, so she turns to Oswin and Byron and says, "Do we want to get oil, or do we want to just push into the darkness?"
What does my fox think? I'm going to.
It doesn't think anything. You can assign it a task to do, and it will do it. But it can't speak, I don't think, unless I'm misunderstanding how familiars work.
I am afraid.
I'm going to ask my familiar if it can help guide us.
Okay. I mean, that's like an open-ended question. Like, it doesn't really have the ability. Like, it doesn't really get you got to be simple with it. It doesn't understand guide us doesn't mean anything to it, right? It's like, well, I mean, yeah, I'll try and help you. It wants to help you. It just doesn't know how.
I'm treating it more like a blade of armor in that it's like a canary in a coal mine. So it'll just go walk 6 meters ahead of us.
All right. So here's a question, Andrew. Before we make a decision, do you see us going to town and buying it? And if so, we are not all going to go to town, so that seems to seem good. Are we going to go to the
Grimsby? I was thinking we just go to Grimsby and see if they have oil.
Yeah, but with what money? You need money to buy it.
Are we? Yeah, but aren't we on contract from the town? Can we?
Are we? We're not, though. We're not.
Well,
they
yeah,
think we are,
story.
but I mean,
exactly. So we say we're on contract from the town. We need to we need this on town business.
I mean, yeah, but the thing about the lie that Byron told is that he's like, oh, we're paid by the nobles who got sent us. He sent us here, and so presumably we would put it on their credit or something. But we don't actually know who would have sent the word, and we also didn't get promised to get paid.
Yeah, well then why don't we say Byron just makes up a name and that's Byron's thing? He's the one who decided to lie in the first place.
I thought it'd be fun. Now we're treated like nobles.
We're not treated like nobles. We're treated like adventuring scum. We are. But anyways, I'm here to help them deal with it, whether or not we get paid anyway. I just don't think we would lying to them is very helpful to the town.
Fair enough.
So we can either go, I guess, back to your friend, the elf, and find him, and go back to the base. Go to the base and get the oil, or that it's like presumably on the cart or whatever, or on the
Yeah.
person that is at the base, or we just like continue on. And in which case, if we're going there, like we could, I guess, yeah, like go there, but we need to map, I guess, all the way back, or we could walk back to Crossroads and then go.
Okay.
But
I'm down with whatever.
that's like days.
We have some alchemist powders we could trade. And we have a shovel. I don't know if anybody needs a shovel in town.
Probably not. I don't know. Let's just push on, I guess, because I have no idea.
They need their sheep.
I don't want to, but my because I'm a frightened and scared little baby. But I don't want I don't want to you know. I want to help the town by not tricking it.
All right. Okay. Well, okay. Now that we've had the conversation, I just wanted to talk to you again, Tyler. So, like, you're familiar, like I said, it wants to help you, it wants to guide you, but it doesn't. Like, you have to tell it what to do, right? So if you're like, "Hey, go look at that clearing up ahead and see if it's safe," it'll go and try and do that, right? It can do that sort of thing for you, but you know, keep in mind that its nature is to be tricky, to learn things, and to stalk things. So if you're telling it to do something that isn't within its nature, it's not going to be as effective at it, basically. Now, if you're like, "Oh, we need to trick this pack of wolves into like running into this ravine, you should like kite them away so that they are out of our way," it'll be much better at doing that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
That's
Or it's
really
like, "Oh, hey, there's this hidden information. Can you help me understand this?" You know, stuff like that. Be like, "Oh, is there a secret passage here?" Or, "Oh, hey, there's can you help me like hunt this rabbit so that we can make rabbit stew?" You know, that kind of stuff is going to be what it's good at. And you can always ask it to do these things. You know.
All right, that's fair.
And it can also help in a conflict. You just got to give him disposition. He has might 2 and nature 3 because you're level 4, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're level 4 now. So yeah, but basically, all I'm saying is, if you want him to do something, just say what you want it to do, and it'll try and do it. That's all. But if you're just saying like, "Oh, I want it to guide and protect me," I'm like, well, yes, it always wants to do that. it can't read your mind, right?
Yeah, it's magic, so I want to wear like
it sort of can read your mind, but in the way that like you can think things to it and it will understand. But it's not, it's not like that magical.
I want to wear my familiar like a suit.
Well, I mean, it can like probably like ride on your shoulder or something.
Oh, I'll wear like my head's coming out of its mouth, like a big old onesie.
I don't think that's how foxes work, Tyler.
I was gonna say,
no, that's not how foxes work. That's how something made entirely of magic could actually work.
It's not made entirely of magic. It adopted.
I was gonna say it's like a real fox. It's like it's magical, but it's also real.
It's mystical, but it's like a real fox.
It's a real.
Then why am I the only one who can see it?
You're not. We can pet it.
You're not the only one who can see it. Yeah, you're the only one who knows that it's magic, and you can sense its magical bond to you. Everyone else just sees it as like a fox that kind of hangs around you.
What the fuck? I thought this was something only I could see.
No,
Where did I get that
the orb that possesses the old man's spirit who wants us to go track down his wife.
Oh, you're level 6.
Only you could hear him.
Yeah.
You're level 6. Okay, sorry. Your fox is might 3, nature 4. So it's actually pretty good at stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should enter a tricking conflict with the fox's help.
Yeah, it would be good at that. It's within its nature.
It's really good. All right, let's follow these large stones. I guess. I think.
Okay.
It's the only thing we have, and Talia is taking the shovel? Question mark.
Yes. Yep. Okay. You follow the stones as they go deeper into the darkened forest. Here we are. Okay. The path. Let me give a little line here. Boop. And text. Oh, why is it white? That's wrong. It should be in black. Okay. Path finally levels, but the trees close in, darkening your footfalls. It is deathly quiet here. The trees are draped with cobwebs, and scuttling spiders skitter away from your footfalls. For the first time since the last path, another cobblestone path extends away up a steep incline. But the large stones continue their path and beginning to descend for the first time. Another way, a trickling stream picks through the stones, and the spider silk draping the trees relents along its lazy course, moss and mushrooms growing among the tree roots.
Ollie's gonna go that way.
I guess we go which way? Where are you going?
The way there's less spider webs.
Well, the spider webs are kind of like all over the trees, but there is less in one direction. That's certainly true.
But it's like back down. Where we been looking for?
It goes down, but
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
There's one path that goes like it's a cobblestone path that goes steeply up a hill. There's like if you continue following the boulders, it kind of goes down into like what looks like a valley or a gully, and the other way follows a stream that's kind of trickling past you. Like it goes across the path to you basically, and continues down the hill.
yeah, because the hill's pretty much like it's starting to go down even as we go further through the mountain, right? Or
Sorry, what was that?
The hill is starting to go down as we go further. Like it's cresting and then going down. Like there's a valley that we're coming up on.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to keep going up the hill, you can turn to the right, but the stream kind of like flows to the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind checking out the stream just to see what's around there, and avoiding those spiderwebs seems like a good idea to me.
All right. So, you pick your way along the lazily flowing stream. These trees are still like tight, and the scent of musk and rot is all over you. It smells. It smells like mud, and it smells wet. Mushrooms are growing all over the place. Before long, you come to what looks to be basically like a highland swamp. I guess a tarn maybe is the right word for it. I don't know. But it's basically like a pool of water. Looks to be only a few feet deep, but it is very dirty, muddy, full of mushrooms and fungus. And around it are scattered some frogs.
Okay, so it's kind of a dead end then, eh? Just a big swamp. Unless we want to like wade through the swamp.
I mean, you can it's.
I'm just imagining like a giant body of water, and I'm like, well.
No, I mean it's not like a dead end. Like you can kind of see like on the other side, like if you kind of like skirt around, you like the way like there's also like you can keep going, through the woods. But this is like this is clearly where it's like.
Oh, it's just becoming more marshy, like.
Yeah, it's just becoming more like marshy. Exactly. It's not like. Yeah.
So like there's like soft ground and there's like pools of water. Okay, I don't mind pushing through that for a bit then, if it's just marshy territory. I thought it was just like open swamp, and I was like, well, nothing to see here except for a lot of swamp. No, okay, but still got like forest path. Pushing forward, I don't mind trekking through.
Okay. Yeah, so you just kind of like wade through, the swamp.
Yeah. So sorry, I mean to ask.
Sorry. Yeah.
As we're pushing forward, because we kind of had the mountain in our vision when we
Yeah.
were approaching, and there was a sense that, there was a peak that to some extent we were getting closer to.
Yep.
Do we have any sense of where that is now as we're pushing through? Like, are we still getting closer, or are we?
You're kind of like skirting around. There was like the boulders kind of went down into a valley, right? And you're
Okay.
kind of like going the long way, like you're going here. So let me draw some lines here, because
Do we go follow the stream up or down?
up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it's kind of like it's like I said, it's a fairly slow flowing stream despite how high up it is, because you're kind of in like a flatter part of like a highland, like a mesa or something like that, right? So it's kind of flowing pretty slowly. It was starting to pick up speed over by the boulders where you guys were as it starts heading more downhill. But up here, it's like a highland, like a moor area.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on, let me just write some things here so you guys remember your. Swamp.
Silken
Yeah,
pines. It's not foreboding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you kind of just like trudge through the swamp, and the trees kind of let up. It's not as dark as it was in the silk wrapped pines. In fact, I'd say it's almost like daylight here. You can kind of see what's going on as you kind of emerge onto a moor, and this area is like it's still wet, but it's just like generally kind of moorish. And out, kind of like staked out on the moor, you can as you like emerge onto the moorlands. If you look to your right, you can see a big stone like monolith up to the up near the mountain's peak. It's a fairly steep climb up from this moorland.
Okay.
There's not an obvious path, but it's very clear to see. There's like a big monolith that's like near the mountain's peak.
Interesting.
It's easy to see. But more notably, on this moorland is what looks to be a tent pitched nearby, and what looks like a fire pit, although there is definitely no fire gloaming in the embers.
Okay. A tent for how many, do you think? Like just a
small
tent
for one, maybe two.
Right. Okay. Talia's gonna kind of motion to the group that we should like be quiet and kind of approach.
I nod.
All right.
Yeah.
As you approach the tent, the stench of blood and rot becomes clear. Next to the tent, on the far side where you couldn't see, a body is lying, half buried.
Does it look? I guess I couldn't just tell if it's a bandit, but does it look like? Well, I guess does it look like a bandit? Do they have weapons? And
I mean, how close do you want to get to it?
Oh, I'm up there. I'm investigating.
All right. Yeah, he's it looks like it just looks like a guy. He is there's like flies like clustering around him that
he's been
like kind
dead
of
for a while.
buzz away. Well, not a while, but not a long while.
Okay.
Less than like a couple days at most. Not that you're an expert, but he's not like the skin is like clearly like he's clearly decomposing, but he's not rotten yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like actually he's wearing almost like a magician's raiment. Like he's wearing robes that you would expect out of someone who knows magic.
I call Byron over and I ask if he knows like anything about this guy's dress or what he might be affiliated with.
It looks familiar.
Does it?
I mean, I wanted to.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless there's some kind of check for that, I'm gonna try and look around and see if I can find any like documents or any kind of.
I mean, there's all kind of checks that one can make.
Yeah.
Just let me know what you want to know, and I'll tell you what you can make a check. Just
Sure. Well, I guess my main goal is to kind of see if I can find something that will let me know why this person was here. So I'm thinking of like looking through if there's any kind of notes about like if they got a message from someone.
There's like the body is like lying next to the tent. There's a tent in there.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Look in the tent.
No, yeah, I'll go through his things first. So.
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of like start going through his pockets. He's not got much on him, but you notice as he in his hands is a stone or that is carved with a symbol.
Okay.
He was clutching it in one of his hands, and you see that it actually was once like it was like a necklace, but it's been broken or torn. You can't quite tell. The leather thong that like had attached it and is like still like kind of laced through.
Yeah.
But it's been broken and he's just holding it in his fist.
Again, I kind of turn to Byron as the resident magician, ask him if he can identify the symbol.
Is it?
Sorry.
I was gonna say, is it a holy symbol of some kind?
It looks to be a holy symbol, yes.
Oh.
As far as you can tell. You're not it would, unless you're a theologian and you want to make a test of the type. But you can tell that it's a holy symbol. Not much more detail than that.
Interesting.
I rack my brain to try to identify what holy symbol or what god or group of gods this symbol belongs to.
All right, that'll be an Ob 2 theologian test.
All right.
Is there any way I can help with this?
Scholar, theologian, probably.
Theologian tests are, let me see, yeah.
Scholar and ritualist.
Yes, scholar and ritualist.
Which I have neither of. Oh wait, not to remind people, but technically we have... Byron, you also have an apprentice with you, right?
I do, yeah. He's doing great.
I mean,
Marcel, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does Marcel know anything about holy symbols?
Does he? I don't even know if I have a character sheet for him.
You should. He has help on. He can offer help on Arcanist, Loremaster, Scholar, and Alchemist tests, as well as Will and Health tests. So no, he doesn't. He doesn't
help
have.
with this,
He doesn't have. He can't help on theologian tests because he's a wizard, not a theologian.
Yeah.
But you should. Yeah, you should know those tests because those are the ones he can help on.
Okay. Well, I'm going to rack.
He also has 3 inventory slots available, Tyler, so he can like carry like one of your spell books for you or something if you wanted to.
That's dope.
Just so you know, like that's a thing. He's also supposed to like need food when you guys camp. So there's that. So
Yeah.
you should be eating a portion of food or drinking a draft of water every time you guys camp.
Yeah.
Just keep. I don't know if we've been doing that, but we should probably start doing that.
We haven't. I mean, we haven't been using him either. So technically, I guess it's
fair.
fine.
That's fair.
It's
but
like he hasn't been.
If he's gonna be here, he's gonna start eating and drinking things. So I'm gonna try and keep tabs on that.
Does he eat or drink things, or does he just recover from the grind and we have to recover or does he feel the effects of the grind and we have to make sure he just survives?
No, it doesn't seem like he does.
Yeah. Okay. I think all the followers just require a portion of food in camp and have inventory slots, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, they basically... Other followers will have grind, but it doesn't seem like... I mean, it's only mentioned in the level 5 benefit, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll them for him.
Okay.
Or for this knowledge.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, good job.
Yeah. So, hold on, we'll add that check to the grind. Where's the grind? Get over here. Can't find the grind. There it is. It's the grind. That's 2 checks now. I've looked at checks from both sides now. Okay. Wow. It went away. Oh, it's back. Hooray. Sorry, I have notes written down for what it is. But I have to go back to them now. Boop. Boop. Ah, okay. Yes. So this carving is a ward that is meant to protect someone from malevolent spirits.
I wonder how well that worked. Either he died to mud, or this thing is dead. Malevolent spirits. Okay, interesting. Well, Talia's going to kind of shrug her shoulders and suggest that Osmond takes it, because he's the resident holy man. How do you feel about that, Osmond?
I say sure, and I give you a garlic from my pack. From
thanks.
my pocket, so that it
makes... Oh, right, because you don't have space.
Make room. You could wear it on your neck, I think.
Yeah, I'll wear it on my neck.
I'll put Ward in my pocket.
Okay. Okay, well, Talia's going to keep searching. That's okay. I don't want to take all the searching time if other people want to look. But
that's fine. I mean, if you're just like looking around, that's free. You know, for something specific, then that's like the kind of thing that's a check. But if you're just looking around,
okay. Yeah, I'll poke in the tent and see what's going on in there. Although I will have my weapon ready in case there's like a wild animal or something. That's like
I assume as much. Obvious. I mean, you know, unless like unless your like instinct is, you know, like like I said, like I wouldn't be like, oh, you are instantly killed by the thing that was lying in wait. But like, if they are lying, I assume you're like, you know, you're being careful. You know, you're not a fool.
Okay.
Unless you say otherwise, you can always assume that I will give you the benefit of the doubt on that. Okay. There's a living man in here. He's alive.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Talia kind of startles and apologizes.
Yeah, he's alive. But he's barely alive. He's badly wounded.
Oh, no.
His cloak is wrapped around him and it's soaked with blood.
Oh god.
He has a sword lying next to him, which he grabs at as he sees you open. but he's like clutching his chest with his other hand. He snarls at you. He says, "What do you want?"
Who's the dead guy outside?
We're Byron.
What?
It's Riven.
We're investigating the disappearance of livestock and others in the area. Are you okay?
No. Please. If you're from the village, you gotta take me with you. You gotta rescue me.
Oh, they kind of mulls it over for a second. Can I assess this guy to see if he's like got? I'm almost wondering if he's like possessed by spirits. To be honest with you, I don't know how I would assess that.
I mean, what are you trying to? Yeah.
I don't know if there's like an intuition skill or like a.
If he's possessed by spirits.
Yeah, or just some like malign influence. Like I know it sounds. Talia's on edge. She's just a guy clutching a holy symbol, and then another guy who's like taking me with you to the village. And Talia's brain is like evil spirits. I'm bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that would be what kind of test would that even be? I don't know. I mean, it's not. Yeah. It's certainly not obvious to the eye. Like he's not. It doesn't look like he's a spirit, as far as you can tell.
Yeah. Maybe I just have to make a judgment call. Maybe there's not a check.
I mean, there's probably a check you could do to find out if someone was possessed by a spirit. Yeah. I guess it would probably be. Like it would probably be like. It would probably be like theologian, right?
Yeah.
I assume so. I don't know if like spiritual possession is like a thing that's well defined.
Our masters of doctrine to banish and bind conflicts. Yeah, maybe I'll make a beginner's luck theologian test. Use person's chance to draw the power.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's like an explicit thing about being ghostly possession.
Yeah.
So here, hold on,
okay. Well, I'm down with whatever, but.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Are you saying this out loud or no?
No. Talia just kind of like is sizing him up.
Okay.
I guess I'm almost looking to see. I don't know if it's like a perception skill. Like I'm almost looking to see if his face has like black lines. Like I don't know. It sounds ridiculous, but like that's just
it would be theologian, right? Or arcanist, maybe. Yeah. No, it would be theologian because a dread spirit possessing someone, you'd need a priest to deal with that anyway, right? So it would almost certainly be a theologian test.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're people who deal with spirits. So.
Okay. Theologian. Do I want to use check against myself? Not really. Okay, I'll just make a theologian test. Unless anybody wants to help with me identifying this guy, but I guess no one can tell that I'm doing it because I'm just like doing it in my mind.
I can help you. I mean, they look like a criminal. I use criminal to help you. Look for the criminal lines on their face. That's how you know they're possessed.
I guess I'll leave it up to Chris to determine.
I guess knowing a spirit when you see one would be like an ob2 theologian test.
Okay. So how are you helping, Tyler?
I don't even know if I could help. I just said that for fun.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't have theologian. I have like scholar. That's nothing like theologian.
Yeah, but
scholar can help with theologian.
Also, he's so bad at theologian that doing anything, as long as it's how actually helpful, it would be considered help.
Would be helpful.
I cannot do anything. I am afraid of this man.
Yeah, you cannot help because you are afraid.
Okay.
Afraid people cannot help. They're too afraid to help. Yep. So yeah, ob2 theologian.
Okay. So you're helping some way, Tyler, or no?
I don't think I can, but I want to. I mean,
I
only
just said
use-
you could.
I-
You could help with Will, but it just needs to be helpful because
Oh,
he's
You
making
can
a
help with
beginner's
scholar
luck.
if you have scholar.
wait, I
I
can
think
help a
you-
scholar?
Yes, you can help theologian with scholar, which I'm pretty sure you
Oh.
have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how does your scholarly knowledge help?
Yeah, so Talia's gonna turn like around to the group and say, "Guys, is this guy possessed?"
I'm gonna cross-reference and index all the books I read in my head about ghosts. And I will look for the signs, and I will tell you.
All right,
Ah.
that helps.
I hand you my flask of holy water.
Excellent. This will help cure your wounds.
Holy water is supplies for a theologian test.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, well,
So you get +1 die.
whoops. I think that still would have given me 3 dice though because it's halved. So I think I still fail.
Do supplies get halved or?
All the dice, I think.
Some dice don't.
When I had all the dice in there.
If you click supplies, does it still say 3?
Yeah, it's still 3.
Oh, okay, then it's used up, or one of 3 is used up, I guess, unless you actually gave it to him and then he drank the whole thing.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I'll say yeah. He drinks it. He's like, thank you. He's no longer hungry or thirsty.
Oh, nice.
I mean, let me see here. I'm just gonna say you've got no idea.
Okay.
You know nothing about spirits, really. You're like, if he is possessed, would him drinking holy water like prove that he wasn't? Is this
Right.
just a cunning trap? You're as much as in the dark as when you started.
Okay,
I
I'm
will
even
just
more
simply say
confused.
that your check fails.
I just fail. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not really in the mood to do anything else. So
Yeah.
that's all that happens.
No, that's fine. Okay, so Talia's like very kind of on edge around this guy. Yeah. So.
And the grind, or sorry, one more check until the grind. Just reminding you guys.
Yeah. Talia's like, we should take you to the village, but do you know anything that's going on about the spirits in the area or the mountain? And I kind of point to the monolith that's like at the peak there.
Kind of like he's like breathing heavily. He's like, listen, there's something you got to understand. All right. I didn't want to help them. All right. I lived in the village. I lived in the village for many years, but I was starving, and they fed me. If they said they'd give me more if I helped them, if I led them up there. So I did. Please help me, and I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay, Talia's gonna turn to Osmond. Do you think we can tend his wounds?
I shrug. I'm not an accomplished healer, but I could try. Yeah, you could try.
He's like, here, in my satchel. There's a poultice. There's 2 poultices in there that one of us made. Please, you can use that if it'll help.
Sure, I will.
Good idea.
Help. I will administer aid to this man.
I'm gonna use one of my wises again.
To help Tyler or to help Sean.
Yes.
Okay. First things first. Let me tell you what the test is, so you can decide if you even want to help.
Sure.
It will. Okay, so he is injured.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a what's the odd for this healer? Here it is.
It
Healer.
depends on the type of injury too, right?
Um,
I just remember looking that up because I was thinking about how well I could survive injuries.
treating
Yeah.
a. I guess. How does this work? Right, if you're helping yourself, it's health ob 4, but you're not helping yourself. The healer says. So you just choose one of these? I guess so it's easier. Right. Okay. Well, I guess that makes it ob 3, right?
Right, sword cuts are broken bones.
Yeah. He's not ill, he's not burned, he doesn't have a violent disease or poison, so.
Okay.
Yep. And he's given you an injury poultice as well to use.
This one be.
Alright, I will use that. I'm also going to use the trait Defender for myself. I am protecting this man from further harm. From bacteria. I am defending him. But furthermore, as a defender, I have the compassion to help cure people. It is in my nature as a person. Hopefully that is good enough for it to trait.
Go ahead.
Yes. All right.
Okay, wait. So Talia's gonna come over.
Yeah, no, sorry. I would say that's good enough for me.
Yeah. So Talia's gonna come over, and she remembers when she once very brazenly, although maybe not so brazenly for Talia, fought a golem that was defending Elflands, and she was quite injured, and Elfland had to patch her up. So she's gonna kind of again recall what Elfland did, and kind of communicate to you like the proper way to wrap wounds and to heal things. Make sure you do it the elven way. So that's Talia using her elfin knowledge.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you referenced a specific thing that he did, so hard for me to argue that your knowledge of him helps in this situation. Yep. All right. I'll allow it.
Tyler, would you like to offer aid to me?
I would like to offer aid to you.
Okay. Do you have healer or alchemist or laborer? Maybe
alchemist.
Okay. How does your knowledge of alchemist help me?
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what we're doing.
We're saving this possibly possessed man from death to possibly help us or possibly kill us all.
I tell you how you can help.
He gave me a poultice to administer, some sort of salve, or.
I relate to you like how the alchemist periodic table works and how things mix, so you can administer this better, so you can purify it.
That sounds like alchemical knowledge that helps a medical test. Sounds good.
Okay, I will add 1 help. Excellent. And now I will roll dice. Let us go. Oh no.
No.
All right. Well, you do your best for him, but it seems the only it seems the only help you can offer is to ease his suffering as he passes on to the next world.
No, but at least he's not going to kill us all.
Why did you add that mercury? I told you not to.
Damn it.
All right, so the grind hits.
Osmond.
The grind hits, so you all get whatever the next one on your list
is. All right,
is.
that was our 4th check, right?
I am aroused.
So I get hungry and thirsty.
Yep.
I'll drink my water.
Okay.
I think I'm hungry and thirsty right now.
Yes, you should be hungry and thirsty. I don't think you have any other conditions, right? You're all hungry and thirsty.
Yeah.
I believe.
No, I think you made him hungry and thirsty due to his failed mentor test or something.
Oh, that's right. So you are now angry.
What did he try to mentor? He tried to mentor someone.
I tried to mentor tried to mentor you, I thought, because I was telling you how to look for things.
Oh, that's right. And you got hungry and thirsty. Should I mark a check for that? Because it would be a conditional success.
Yeah, it would have been a conditional success. Yes, you should have marked it. Sorry about that. I forgot. Yes, you're right. Thank you.
Okay, but it means he
if
gets.
it failed, I should have just said that you don't get to mark.
It means he gets one more on the list, which is he is exhausted.
Right. So the order isn't different from the ones on here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it on
So
the wild.
for which
I
one?
could just copy and paste it over.
It's on the Wild South.
Yeah.
Which order is different?
The grind order is different than the healing order. So what's on your page is the healing order.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's exhausted. So you were exhausted, Tyler.
Oh,
Oh.
dear.
And angry? Damn.
No, you're not angry.
No, you're not
You're just exhausted and hungry and thirsty.
I'm too
You are-
exhausted to be
Exactly.
angry.
All right. Continue.
Okay. Geez. Okay. They
So,
took
yes,
him up here.
the-
They fed him. Damn.
He is dead
Yeah.
now.
Probably turns to the group. Well, do we want to go through all of this stuff again and
Now there's 2 dead bodies.
see if we can find? I'm totally looking for any like papers or any kind of messages, but we might not find anything like that here.
Well, we can look, because what's he going to do?
Yeah. It's now that he is like no longer with us. It's easy to see he's actually stashed some stuff in his bedroll. He has a bottle of wine.
Okay.
And he has a magical or a traveling spell book stashed in his bedroll as well.
Oh, wow.
He's also wearing a ring on his finger.
Oh, jeez.
What's on the ring? What kind of ring? Is he married?
It's just a plain silver ring.
I'm taking it.
All right, it's worth 1d of cash.
Nice. I'm going to wear it.
Okay, you can do that, I guess. It's put it worn on your hand, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
you can wear things on your hands.
You can,
Wait,
but I
I
think you actually have no space.
I have like 1 ring on already, and out of my 9...
But you can start giving stuff to your apprentice.
That's true. Hey, Marcel, can you hold this cool gold ring? Actually,
Yeah,
it's
you
gonna
actually
look
have a
hard.
ring on both of your hands already. That's funny.
Yeah. Although I think because do you have 3 spellbooks? My God, you can give your 4th spellbook to Marcel.
No, he only
as
has
well.
2. This would be his 3rd if he took it, right?
Oh, okay.
Marcel, would you want to hold all these books for me, please?
Oh, a spellbook takes up 3 slots.
The spellbook takes up 3 slots. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so he can hold 1 for you.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. The book has. Can you tell Sean what the spells that are in a book just from looking at it, or do you need to?
I think I've rolled that. Yes, but you need to
Yeah, I
learn
think
each
so.
one individually.
Yeah, exactly. Because you still have to learn them even if you know what they are. So I'll just tell you. They are Dwemercraft, Mystic Porter, and Phantasmal Vision.
Okay. Oh no, wait. And I
Alright.
think a spellbook actually is only pack 2. I think Tyler has 3 spellbooks in his backpack.
No, I'm moving it now. I had 3 spell books. One was Elfwinds that he gave me. Now Marcel.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, he literally just had 3 spell books, right?
I'm such a huge nerd. No one's bullying me for my lunch.
So yeah, so this spellbook has Dwemercraft, Wisdom of the Sages, and Phantasmal Vision.
Ooh.
There you go.
Can Marcel only carry 1 spell book?
I think.
He has 3 slots of inventory, and and the spellbook takes up 2, which I guess it does. I've forgotten.
I
because I
Believe
haven't
so,
carried a
yes.
spellbook in so long. Then yes, he can. He's got. If you want to, what you might want to do, Tyler, is maybe you can give yourself add a small sack that can represent it, or that will represent his inventory, or rather than making a separate character sheet for him, that might be easier.
There's already a separate character sheet. I just didn't see it.
Oh, where is it?
It's under
Hirelings and Allies.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, so he has 3 slots. So there you go. So he has Elfin spellbook now. I see.
You can just make him have a satchel, and then
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it. That's exactly what it is. So he has Elfin spellbook.
He's gonna have a cool ring. Give him a cool stolen ring.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect.
Actually, Marcel, can you wear this on your hand so we have more?
He cannot, because I say so.
Oh,
he has 3 slots. He can't game it to make him have more slots.
3, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Marcel's a person. He is not a walking.
The way I choose to interpret it is he's got his own shit that he's also carrying, so he can't just carry an infinite amount of your stuff, right?
Yeah.
You can only carry a limited amount of your things for you.
No,
But he's willing to do it because he's your apprentice. But
I will not rob Marcel of his individuality under my care.
So there's 2 dead bodies here now. Congratulations.
Shit.
You said the one outside is the holy person? Can I tell what background they're from?
What, this guy?
Well, the half-buried guy outside.
Oh, he was wearing robes, like a magician would wear, or perhaps a clerical person. It's tough to tell.
I mean, what
it's just a body now.
Yeah, I just want to know what magician's union he was a part of, which local.
That is difficult to say unless you were a member of the exact same one. And it's not like it's not like magicians have that strict of allegiances that you could tell just from a glance.
You know when you
guild they might be a part of.
When you become a clown, you gotta paint an egg with your personal makeup pattern on it, so it gets registered in the clownery.
Yeah, well,
I figured wizards do the same thing. At least they should.
Well, they don't.
Okay.
There's no rules like that. You can as long as you have magical training. It's your business.
You got a cracked version of Adobe Spellmaker.
Should we camp?
I mean, we might as well keep going, right? Since we already hit the grind.
Right, but Tyler's character is hungry and thirsty and exhausted. So if we hit a grind again, he'll be terrible. And I'm also hungry. And I could just eat my food, but we could just cook it for everybody. It'd be easy. Better.
That's true. It's up to you guys. Talia is eager to push towards the monolith and then camp once we get closer. But
I would be eager to camp here.
Okay. How do you feel, Byron?
I'm okay to camp here. We're next to 2 dead guys. That'll keep us safe.
I
know we just hit the grind, but I don't know.
Yeah. Because camp's not necessarily safe either, right? Last time we camped, we got lost. So.
Thing is safe.
Okay, what's up to you guys?
I mean, we both said yes, and you said no. Yeah. So, are you going to say yes, or are we going to not camp?
Yeah, no, fine.
Because if you wander off, I think I'd go with you.
I'm not gonna leave you guys.
Okay. All right. Make camp. You make camp. Let's see. Make camp. Where's the camp procedures? I forgot.
In the Scholar's Guide?
It's in the Scholar's Guide. Making camp. Sorry, I'll eventually figure this out. Page 90. Great. Right. You have a place to rest. Yes. Okay. Seems like a wilderness camp. All right. So. Do you want to set a watch?
Yes, I will set a watch for free.
3,
We'll have a fire.
2.
You still have my check.
You want to have a fire? Yeah.
Do we want to have a fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
you have-
I want to cook, so probably want to have a fire.
Yep.
Okay. The danger level. It is a. We'll say it's a. It is a typical camp. Yep. Okay, make the camp events roll.
3d6 plus 1, Andrew, because you're taking the...
They're setting a watch, yeah.
Sure.
It is a
12.
wilderness camp. 12?
Mhm.
All right. Safe camp.
Okay.
Yay.
Thank you for the safe camp.
It is safe. Don't thank me. Thank the dice. If it were up to me, every camp would be a miserable and terrifying experience.
You get attacked by 10 wolves.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a mirror camp where your nega selves
All right.
are.
You have how many checks? Just
I
the one, I think.
One.
1.
I haven't
Alright.
checked. Yeah.
Oh, you have
And
a
it
check
was
too.
it.
We have 2 then.
2 then, and you have camp instincts presumably. So
I can't use my
Yes.
camp thing.
Why can't you use your camp instinct? Because you're
He's exhausted.
I'm
exhausted.
exhausted.
Okay, well, if we kill your exhaustion, then you could use it. So you should try to kill your exhaustion.
I'm gonna do just that.
right. 3 health.
Oh,
You do not cure your exhaustion. You are still exhausted.
oh,
Get another pip towards higher health.
You get a failed health test.
I will fail.
All right,
my
one
health.
more check. What'll it be?
I'm going to use my check to try to cure my afraid condition, and I'm also going to drink my wine. Help me
All right, so
overcome
plus 1d to recovering. So you are no longer hungry and thirsty, and you can get plus 1d to your afraid test, if I remember wine correctly.
Yep.
All right, go for it.
Will test. Gear supplies 1. Oh, I rolled 2 on accident.
Well, they're both fails, so you get yourself a failed will test, and you're still afraid.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm.
all right. You break camp.
Instincts.
Oh, instincts. You can trigger your instincts if you have them. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Talia some of my fresh ration, and you already have garlic, and I cannot use. Oh, I can offer herb wise to you if you desire.
Sure. And I'll use actually some of the spices that I have that you scrounged from before to use in the cooking.
Okay.
I instruct him on the proper amounts. Even though I'm afraid, I am simply off. I'm not getting too close to the fire. Sharp knives scare me. I'm not helping him do anything. I'm just telling him.
Yep.
with my wise.
Seems like that's +2.
Okay.
If I
So
recall
cook
correctly.
gear.
So sorry. What are you making?
I think it's fresh rations, and we're splitting it among 4 now, right?
I don't need food, and Italia, I guess you don't need it either. But yeah, you could.
Do I not? I thought it was just assumed whenever we camp, we all have to eat.
Nope.
Is that not
Nope.
how it goes?
No,
Oh.
you don't have to. unless you're
I guess-
hungry or thirsty, and then
I
you
guess
can.
it's
That
just
can be.
Marcel then, right?
Marcel and Byron. I think Byron didn't eat.
Okay, sure. I can feed the two of them.
Okay, so you're using fresh food for a small group.
Yeah.
So that's ob 2.
Okay. 2. Would you like to assist in any way, Byron?
Your instinct. You'd have to use a wise.
Right. It's an instinct. Hey, you guys get to eat today.
All right.
Okay,
So
I like eating.
Marcel has been fed, and you are no longer hungry and thirsty, Byron.
Yay!
Excellent.
Now I'm just tired as fuck. I just need to nap. I tried
Okay.
sleeping on the ground.
Any other
before I
instincts
couldn't-
before we break camp?
Yes. I'm going to activate my instinct.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Go for it. What is your instinct?
My instinct is always go scavenging when we make camp.
All right.
And I'm going to go look for, I guess, like a moss that could be used as like help dye to for an alchemist test or a healer test of some kind. Some sort of
Okay.
useful moss of some kind.
Okay.
Or mushroom. Anything like that's the goal though, is to look for something that could be used perhaps in alchemy or healer. I'm just like on the lookout.
Okay. So it's basically just like supplies, basically, for one of those tests.
Yeah. And you could just tell me what test is based on what I roll.
All right. So supplies in the wilderness. A common item would be ob 4 because you're in the wilderness. Yep.
Right.
It's hard to scavenge up things in the wilderness.
I have failed, but
Yeah.
I got my scavenger up to 3. Huzzah.
Good job.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say you kind of like dig around through this area, but yeah, you're on a mountainside, so unfortunately there's not much in the way of useful materials to find.
Okay. I guess we break camp.
All right.
Camp is broken.
Your camp has been broken. Yep. So you can head back into the woods the way you came through the swamp, or you can attempt to scale the mountainside ahead of you.
How's the ground here?
Wet and soft.
Wet and soft. How sheer is the mountain?
Ahead of you, it's
Like if we were to
pretty.
try and scale it.
It's pretty steep.
Because I'm almost wondering if we want to try and keep going around, but I don't know if it's going to get worse in terms of mush.
Should we bury the bodies?
When is
Talia
Nap buried
isn't
already?
interested in observances, but she understands if you are.
I'm not going to, because I can't.
When is half buried? So that's half.
I mean, I do have
up
this
there.
shovel.
Or is
So,
it
like,
labor?
it is a swamp.
Yeah,
And what if we
I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess I don't know.
I have an idea. How about we don't bury them? Instead, we prop them up. Others.
No, I'm worried that they're going to, rise and kill us all, because that's the thing that can happen in this world.
I was going to say, given the setting, Talia feels this is completely reasonable.
So I feel like maybe we like put them in the tent and then like light the tent on fire and I perform a funeral rite.
Okay.
I can do that.
Like,
Okay. I mean, you're
What
the
do you
priest, so Talia's going to follow your
wait,
lead
what's
on
in
this.
the tent though? Like, okay, I guess we should like look at the tent, like look further through their stuff now. I guess not that they're.
Well,
all
yeah,
dead.
no. You got the bottle of wine and the spell book.
Oh.
That was pretty much all there was.
Right,
It was
right,
just
right.
there's just a bedroll in a tent. There's nothing really else there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let us put the bodies in the tent, like deconstruct the tent, kind of like put them together. And then we'll light it on fire with a tinderbox. And then I will do a funeral rite.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's burn the tent.
Yeah, we're burning it.
Okay, I didn't know what funeral rite you're doing.
Yeah, like because like
and when you burn something,
I'm gonna burn it, and then I'm gonna say like a few words about like that may their like spirits like enter, like pass through into the halls of their lords, and may they see their ancestors and stuff like that.
Yep. Okay. A funeral is an OB3 ritualist test.
Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen, right?
Oh, they rise from the dead.
Hey!
I have an idea. No, good stuff.
We don't need to find out.
Their spirits are commended to the halls of the immortal lords.
Excellent.
In the method of that is traditional in areas where bodies are burned. So you're not entirely sure if this would have been their preferred method of burial, but it seems to do the trick. Their spirits are at rest.
Nice. Okay,
right.
Good stuff.
One test. Choose a side.
Okay. The thing is, I don't even know how to climb that mountain with my greatsword and this small sack with the shovel in it. I'd almost have to, like, abandon it? Or make a labor test just to carry it? And then another test to climb? Or just a really hard labor test, I guess? I'm not sure how that works, but...
I think climbing would generally be dungeoneer, I assume, right?
Okay.
Even though we're not technically in a dungeon.
Mm.
Let me see here. Yeah. I would say...
Oh, yeah, it's got a lot of stuff about slopes.
Yeah, it's going up a slopes.
Oh,
Like I said, we're not technically in a dungeon, but it's the most appropriate skill, so I would use it ahead of anything else if you're trying to climb it. There is literally a one that says steep slopes, and that's what this is. So.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Talia's going to suggest we actually try and go around to see if we can find a way up the mountain. I mean, there was that cobblestone path that looked like it was going up. That's back the other way. Or we could try and go around and see if it circles back. What do you guys think?
We could head back to like the other way to follow the cobblestone path up.
I mean, a cobblestone path probably would lead to a structure of some kind. It wouldn't be super...
If it's up the mountain, I mean, like if it's higher up than we are right now, I think it's worth it a while.
Yeah. Okay, totally agrees with that.
Rather than climbing this steep slope, we can climb a steep slope even higher up the mountain. To get even higher.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah,
because I don't know if we should push forward in the swamp. I think that's a bit too risky.
Yeah, I mean, we found these people. We helped them? Question mark.
Yeah, you helped them metaphysically at the very least. And we got that symbol for whatever it's worth. Didn't seem to protect that guy a whole ton, but.
Yep. So yeah, you can make your way back down through the mushroom swamp and back down to the Silken Pines without any trouble. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I think so. And then we're gonna head follow the cobblestone path that was in the Silken Pines.
Yes, correct. There is in basically almost opposite the direction you came. Extends this way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This goes kind of east, right?
So yeah, it kind of just stays on the level that you're at, and it kind of heads northeast, I would say. So it goes up, which is kind of like north on this map, you know?
Okay.
But it's like I said, we're just doing this in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I will say, where are you at? Here we are. The path kind of stays on the higher land, so like the boulders kind of dips down into the gully, but this the gully basically is like in the shadow of the mountain, basically. So like if you're going like if the mountaintops basically you consider it to be like up here, the gully kind of goes straight towards the mountaintop, but it's very dark and coated in spider webs, whereas cobblestone path stays kind of in the highlands. It's in the tree cover to start with, but the trees slowly like dip away as you ascend on the path. The forest below is absolutely covered in spider silk. And as you kind of reach the highest point on the path, you can see a small clearing in the woods. And as you cast your eyes over it, you notice a colossal spider. Cocoons of silk all about it, some still wriggling.
Oh, Jesus.
Somehow, it seems to have not noticed you.
Thank goodness. Okay. Cautiously make our way up the mountain.
Do you want to keep going?
I mean, it's down in the gully, right?
It's down in the gully, but it's also in the treetops. So you're almost like you're just like a little bit above it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it could if it looked up, it could probably see you on these highlands, but it hasn't. It's kind of like looking below, kind of like lurking in the treetops.
Hey, it's fox time. Time for fox. Fox can trick the spider, I bet.
Oh, interesting.
Distraction.
Maybe
it's a real fox. It's been imbued with magic. It'll probably.
Maybe we save that for when we run away. We could hopefully trick it.
Just sacrifice your poor familiar. We're like, Marcel, quickly distract.
Oh no, Marcel!
Trip him and stab him in the leg, and then run away.
That's awful. Pretty bad behavior.
Pretty mercenary.
That's not very stylish, I must say.
Like, you can try and continue down the path, being careful to not be.
I don't mind just being sneaky, but.
All right. In that case, it would be a scout test. And it'll be opposed by the spider's nature. Which, if I am correct, is I think 3, because I don't think this is in its nature.
Yeah. Who's scouting? Am I scouting since I'm the one suggesting it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Unless somebody wanted to scout. I mean, I really want to scout, but I don't want to just take the check.
No, you take the check. Scouting. You could take the check, I think.
I can help you with it.
I want to try and get sneakier. Yeah, I mean, go nuts. I'm currently using beginner's luck, so I think anybody could help me if they can help. I think Sean can't, right? Because you're afraid?
That is correct.
Yeah. I think even if you help me, Tyler, it's still going to be 2 dice.
Like from me? For me?
For me.
I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Do you need a pass or fail, or I guess you need attempts?
I just need to do things, yeah.
Alright, well.
Yep, so it'll be against 3.
Against 3, okay.
Use something against yourself to get a check.
I could. I mean, there's a chance I succeed if he rolls poorly. And I am trying to be sneaky, so I don't think I'm going to start a battle against myself here.
I think
okay,
if you spend I don't know if you have persona, but if you spend it, it doesn't get halved, I don't think.
No, I don't. I don't have any persona or fate. Okay. So just
should we be writing the dim light? I forgot that we should have been doing that the whole time.
Sorry, in the moors it was not dim.
Oh, okay.
So it will be here though. You'll get -1 success.
Okay. Wait, does dim light also affect sneaking?
Yes, because they can't see you, but you can't see them.
Okay.
And you can't see where you're stepping.
Yeah, you might walk on something loose and make a noise, right? So.
All right. Oh, we're getting spotted. Okay, so just roll.
No, use something against yourself if we're getting spotted.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
Use something and give them 2 extra dice. And get 2 checks.
How does the -1 success work? Part of me still believes I could possibly win this.
You just get
It means
-1
exactly what it is.
success.
It's however many successes you
So
get.
if they get
It's
3,
-1.
if they get 3 zeros and we got 2 successes, we'd get 1 success in total and win.
Okay.
That's the only way we can win that. The odds of that happening are very small. Probably less than the odds of rolling a 20 on natural 20. And if you only need attempts, just bomb the roll on purpose.
I mean, fair enough. You know what? Sure. Talia's going to be leading the party as she's going up the hill in the darkness. But as she sees the spider,
can you even gain checks?
Oh, on beginner's luck?
No, you've used, I guess...
Yep. I just put a pip on Heart of Battle here.
Okay.
So, and I guess, sorry, the ways I can use it is just to give them 2 dice. Does that give me 2 checks if I give them?
Yes, if you give them, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then. So yeah, as I'm oh god, I'm gonna get owned. As I'm sneaking up the hill, I kind of lead the group through the darkness, and then as I look over to the spider, I realize how big it is, and I remember how long we've been trudging through forests and swamps, and all we found is like injured bandits and no actual battle. And now that I'm seeing this spider, I'm kind of like creeping closer, and I'm, without even necessarily knowing it, I'm like sabotaging my position because I'm so curious to like look over at the spider, and I'm already starting to see myself grip my greatsword in anticipation. So I'm almost like giving away our position as I like get closer and closer to look at the spider. Does that work?
Yep. I mean, you're using it against yourself, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm so super eager.
I'm much more likely to be lenient if you're using it against yourself.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I peek over at the spider. Does it see me? As I kick dirt and rocks on it.
I was gonna say Talia is spoiling for a fight, and she's not being as circumspect as she would otherwise be. And one movement is one too many, and its 8 horrible eyes flick upwards to look at you, and then it lets out a terrifying screech and charges towards you.
Do we run
I'm not
down
gonna lie, I'm actually kind of no, Talia's fucking ready. She was ready to fight.
If you're not, this is hilarious because your belief of ready to fight, but I'm scared and want to run, but I don't. I have to defend you.
It will.
If you guys leave, it's okay. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
I'm not leaving because I'm dumb.
It will. It's going to attempt to drive you off.
Okay.
Yes. So it will be a drive-off conflict because you're lucky in that it was surprised, and it doesn't like to be surprised. So it's, instead of doing something more aggressive, it's just going to try and drive you off.
Trying to scare us away.
Yeah, it's trying to get you out of its craw. It's like, get out of here. What are you doing here? Let's go to...
Well, it's up to us what we want to do, right? Because if we want to kill it...
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, that's what it's going to be unless you give me some other reason. Like, if you guys wanted to run away, then it would be flee, obviously, right?
Yeah. Oh,
no, it would be us. Yeah, it would be us to flee. Yeah.
That's what I mean, though, right? Like, you guys didn't say anything. I'm just saying, like, it sees you and it's going to fight, so you have to set the terms.
Yeah. Are you going to kill it, Talia?
Unless you want something else,
No.
I'm just saying the default will be drive off.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to drive it away. I'm trying to get it to go away so we can keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you wanted to try to, like, I don't know, you could try to capture it if you wanted to. Like, I can't tell you what to do.
I want to tame it as a mount.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring it back to our home base and we can have a spider pet.
Hey, you know what? Why don't we just trade all those sheep that were stolen? Spider. Maybe the sheep are in the cobwebs. Who knows?
Where's the it's the forest screen. right? Yeah, there it is. All right, Spoiler. Big Spoiler.
Spoiders.
And we have a -1 penalty, right?
I believe so, because it is dim.
Yep.
On our disposition?
On
Or just on
everything.
everything?
Every roll we make.
Everything you do until you
Alright.
get
Is this bigger than us, or can we not tell just yet?
It's big. Yeah, it's bigger than you.
Okay.
It's giant. It's a big spider.
Yeah.
It's.
I imagine it being like Shelob almost. That's kind of what I had in my mind.
Yeah, maybe not that big, but bigger than you. Yeah, I mean, I could tell you that like it's might 4, whatever that's worth to you.
It's
It
a big
is-
speeder.
It is big. Or at
Yeah.
least very strong.
Like I said, you're lucky. You caught it by surprise.
Yeah.
It's you don't want to get ambushed by this puppy.
Mm.
I don't have a. Is there a spider guy here? Let's see. 3 assets. Spider? Is there any spiders? Hold on, I gotta plug in my computer. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Idra.
Ah.
Okay, so go ahead. Yeah, it's a drive-off conflict. So who is the conflict captain?
It should probably be me, right? Not the least of which because I'm literally ready my sword to fight this thing, but also just because I have the highest fighter.
That's fair. I can't help you.
Oh, and the disposition roll, right? Yeah.
Nope. Or wrote the whole combat.
Yeah. Byron, you can actually you can't even help with the disposition roll, right, Byron? Because you're
I'm exhausted, yeah.
yeah. Well, no, because you don't have fighter.
I really don't know. I have the one spell that could supplant it. Go see my
Thank you for making the spider bigger, by the way. I was like, yeah, he's bigger than you. That maybe a little bit bigger. Hold on, yeah, that's about right. Like the size of 2 men. You know? Not like incredibly big, just like big enough that you'd be scared.
And how come for disposition, it's 1 less than my will, health, or nature that you add?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm looking. It's just weird. I'm doing the disposition macro, and when I click on the will, health, or nature, it gives 1 less number than what my numbers are. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
I mean, we can.
Is someone in our group hungry and thirsty?
Oh, maybe.
Is like Roman randomly hungry and thirsty or something?
Did you not check it off?
I think my character might be. No, I'm fresh.
I don't know. Wait, Marcel.
Aaron?
Nope. Anyways, I don't know if that's.
We can make it work if we need to.
Yeah.
Like we can add another die if we have to. It's fine.
I was just wondering if we were getting a rule wrong or something, but. Yeah, it's got this. Oh, dim light. Maybe that's why.
Ah, that would be it. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I didn't even check it. It just did it automatically. So I guess you can enable that as the DM?
No, I don't know why it's there. I didn't. There's not like a global setting as far as I can tell, but that is correct. The light is dim.
Wait, now it's still rolled. Oh, I'm so confused because it still did 3.
Sorry, your fighter is 4, right?
Yeah, fighter 4.
So-
So that's fine. The 2
Yeah,
successes.
you should
there,
roll
that's all good.
4, which you did. -1 success.
Yeah.
Which so it should be
So,
1 plus
1
2
success.
is 3.
Yes, but my will is 3.
Oh,
That's why I was confused.
yeah. I don't know why
No,
that's.
it's doing it automatically. It's saying 2 successes plus 2. It's 3 minus 1 from dim light. The -1 success is being like, oh, there is a modifier being applied. It's like a reminder. If you hover over the disposition,
Yeah, but like
it
but
says
my
3
will
minus
is-
1. Your
Yeah,
will
but-
is 3?
Yeah, no, sorry, my will is 3.
Okay, 3 minus 1 is 2.
Okay.
3 minus 1 is 2, plus you rolled 2 successes.
Yep, seems right.
Okay. So the minus
Yeah,
one
it should actually be
just-
4 then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be
What
4
is
total.
this -1 from? Dim light. Yeah, it's applying the dim light twice. It's 4.
Sorry, so it's fighter 4. You got 2 successes.
Yeah. The
So
disposition
minus 1
is
1.
the
And your
disposition.
disposition should just be equal to. Yeah, it should just be equal to your will. So you should have 4.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was wondering.
It's,
if you're
it's, I think it's not applying the. It is applying the dim light to that, but not to the other for some reason.
Oh wait, see if I click. That's interesting. I clicked dim light and then I clicked it off and then I took it away. I think it was like secretly adding.
Yeah, it
dim
was
light.
just stuck or something. Something was
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that
anyway,
makes-
your
okay.
disposition is 4, right?
Yes.
Given your roll, it would be 4.
Yep.
So we're fine. The spider has 5 disposition. There you go.
Is Collar helping in the fight or no? Is he being wise and not helping?
I don't know.
I don't want to help. I thought we could avoid this.
You can if you want. Then it could just be me and Sean's character.
You don't have to help. You don't have to be a part of the conflict.
I'm not.
Yeah, I have a belief that's making me try to do it.
It's your prerogative.
I'm backing away. Marcel and I are just gonna watch from the sideline.
Okay.
Hmm.
We will see if that saves you.
Probably.
So yeah, so whoever goes first will also go third.
What are you equipping, Sean?
I will be equipping my flail, I guess. No, I'm gonna equip my shield.
Okay.
The spider will be equipping its 8 eyes.
8 eyes.
Let me get the conflict deck out here, huh? How about that? That'd be pretty good.
Okay.
Are you making me go first?
Nope. Oh, I think of it from left to right.
That's fine.
Yeah. Let me check quickly. Are you opposed to going first?
No, it's fine. Anything's fine. We can discuss this later. You need to do the cards for the
Yeah.
spider.
So you're equipping your flail, right?
No, my
Oh, no,
shield.
your shield.
My shield.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Okay. Okay. I've already got my setup in my mind.
Right, well, you can roll your things. First or second's fine. I don't care.
Sorry, Chris, how would you like it? Would you like it for me to go left
That's
to
okay.
right?
Just if you're going left to right, I'll go left to right. That's fine.
Okay.
Are you gonna put it over top of his thing, or?
No, that's fine.
Sure. Either way.
Yeah, no, leave them where they are, and I'll just mirror you on this side.
Okay.
There's just not space below, so I'll put it above. Okay, left to right, ready, and flip. Maneuver.
Attack.
All right, versus.
Talia sings with glee as the spider approaches and leaps at him with her greatsword.
But the spider was expecting your brashness and attempts to duck behind a particularly bushy tree in order to avoid you.
Okay. Spider versus. What's the versus?
I guess it would be 5.
5. Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is with it. It is attempting to.
Oh yeah, I'm dropping my pack, by the way. In the equipped phase. Just letting you know that I'll be losing all my stuff.
Look, let me put it this way: if you run away, if you are driven off, the very easy twist is your backpack, which you dropped on the ground before the fight, is left behind. That's like the easiest twist there ever was.
Yeah.
It just makes perfect sense. Yeah, it'll be 5. Versus 5.
And I don't think I have anything I can use to assist me here.
The spider is attempting to deceive you, hiding from your view.
3 versus 4. Damn.
All right, and it, I believe, is might 4, so it gets +1 success. Is that how that goes, Sean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't think it actually. God, it didn't incorporate dim light there either. I don't think.
Right. So we'll get -1, and then it'll get +1.
Yeah. So
it will deal 3 to you. It'll be a margin of success of 3, I should say.
Yep.
So it will impede you and gain advantage.
Yeah.
All right. Next, Flip.
Okay. Osmond, cover me.
I am defending.
It is attacking. It leaps down from the treetops, where in an entirely different direction from where you thought it was.
I ready my shield and try to position myself so that I'm maybe like trying to like put myself in a better position so that it's in between basically I'm trying to like get near Talia and have it on the like the other side of it is the cliff, just so that we don't get driven off the cliff or something like that. Being very defensive.
Yep. Be against 5 again.
Okay, so this is
versus, right? Attack versus defend. Yeah.
It's a will test. It's versus 5. I have a shield giving me +2, I believe. Are you helping, Talia?
Yeah, I will. I have to help with will, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And your sword.
So I'm gonna be. Yeah. So I'm gonna be shouting, essentially like orders and directions and words of like encouragement as Oswin, because you're still afraid, right?
Yeah.
Like Oswin, between me and the spider, quick! I'll use the moment to get around, and I'm just trying to like embolden you as you get there. And like, now is when it's swinging now, and I'm trying to like just kind of keep you in the zone so you know you don't like break as you're holding your shield against this thing.
Alright. Alright, so that's 1 help. Roll. Ooh.
Oh wait, was it obstacle 5 or was it versus 5?
It was versus 5.
Oh, it's versus 5.
Yeah.
Do you mind? Should I
I'll just roll 5. I'll roll it. I'll roll
Okay.
5.
I was like, oof, that's terrible. But no, okay.
Yeah.
3 successes. So.
And I think we actually have.
Sorry.
3 successes. We only need 3, and then he's 3 too.
Yeah. Sorry. I should have rolled 6 die. I'm sorry. I should have rolled 7 die because I.
He did. Ooh, right. Should I re-roll then? Because like.
No, it's fine. I forgot for yours, so it's fine. You can get the extra. I should have reminded you beforehand, but I will add mine. Okay, that doesn't change anything.
Okay, but I get 3 dice, and then I got 3, so nothing.
Yep.
No change of disposition.
Or like, I don't want to. I don't want to hurt us, but doesn't he technically get +1 for might 4, and then?
No.
No.
Yeah. If it's on a die, he does get +1. Tie, and you have to beat or tie. You get the +1.
Ah, okay. Then you're right. Sorry, but you have 4, right? Does that not? Oh, because you had -1 success.
-1 success doesn't matter. Like the minuses don't matter, but the plus successes you have to win in order to get it. Essentially.
Right, no, I mean just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, so then it's just a tie, then, right?
Right, but he
It's a
ties,
tie?
and then you
Yeah.
have +1 might, so +1 is 4, and I am at 3.
The might's a tiebreaker, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, sorry, you're right. I was just like, okay, yeah. So it deals 1 damage to you. Yeah.
Just looking to see if I have any stuff, but I don't. So I take damage. Ugh.
Yeah. One of its many legs gets past your admittedly solid defenses.
I mean, that was pretty solid. And nice you can't use your shield to absorb damage either, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a. Right, next one. Flip card.
Okay. Yeah, Talia's gonna do what she said, and she's gonna try and start maneuvering around to try and get behind the Spidra.
Okay, it is a versus test.
Okay. So this is Will, right? Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna start getting around. My greatsword luckily adds +2 dice on this as I start to use it to like keep the spider at a distance and start to like rotate around.
Yeah, the spider dashes. Having struck, the spider retreats again, dashing back into the darkness of the forest.
So I'm like chasing it as it goes.
Almost daring you to come closer.
Excellent. How many dice does it get?
It gets 6 dice this time.
6 dice. Okay.
Yes, you can see. You can just barely see its eyes glinting in the darkness as it watches you.
4 versus 4, but same story. So it's actually 3 versus yeah.
But it cannot recover any health because it hasn't taken any damage.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's fine. Round 2.
Okay.
Fight.
And now it's Oswin is first, right?
Correct. Yes.
I am equipping my flail.
Spider will continue to use its 8 eyes. I don't know. Can you change between every round?
Yeah, you can change between volleys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
There we go.
As long as you have like access to it. So if I put my pack on the ground, presumably narratively, I need to be at my pack. So hopefully I narrated that I'm at my pack at the end of the round.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you didn't say that you like moved significantly. So
yeah, but I have it in my hand, so I have a shield and flail.
Yeah.
So I just choose which one I want at the start of the round.
Yep. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
And to remind you, flails do...
No, I looked it up, yeah. I checked. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do this.
Flails do what?
+1 success to attack and +1 D to feint, but suffer a -1 success to defend and maneuver actions. So that +1 success also only occurs if it's like tied.
If I win or tied, yes.
Okay, so it doesn't give you anything other than that. Does it counteract the -1 success from dim light?
Only if I win or tie.
Oh wow, that's brutal. So you still add the -1 success, and then if after everything happens, if you win or tie, then you add the +1 success.
I believe that's how this works, yes.
I'm gonna go with my initial plan then. And then, that thing is so brutal on.
Yeah. The success
anything, but...
+1 success indicates that a number of bonus successes are applied to passed or tied rolls, never to failed rolls.
Okay.
And minuses are always applied, pass or fail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh jeez. Okay.
Presumably, if you tied and you have +1, well, I assume they just cancel out in general, right?
Yeah.
Unless you fail, then then the plus doesn't get applied. So,
Okay, we're doing this. This is gonna be bloody. We're gonna die. But okay, let's go.
you're gonna be driven off, actually.
No, yeah, fair enough.
Faint.
Faint.
Ooh. Versus
Please.
test.
It is a versus test. So the spider, from its darkened abode, jumps out at you, but instead twists at the last second, whirling to attack your friend.
I am going to hit it. I'm going to charge at it, swinging my flail at it. And what I'm going to do is, as my flail hits, also push it and try to like yeet it off the cliff.
All right.
Yeet.
Eat.
Are you helping me, Talia?
Oh yeah, of course. It's like, Osmond, the time to strike is now. And as I chase the spider through the darkness, it's coming back around. I'm gonna get behind it and start to like distract it from behind and harry its heels, or whatever counts for heels in spiders, so that Osmond can sneak up on it and try and yeet it off the cliff.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's plus 1 die to me. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna say this is not. You were kind of prepared. You're kind of like being aggressive, and it wasn't kind of like attacking from the way it wants. So this will only be 2 dice. The spider. This is not within its nature to act out like this. You've got it riled up. It's full of piss and vinegar.
Why does it say -2 successes?
It's adding your backpack.
Oh, I dropped my backpack.
Yeah, it included your backpack for some reason, but you get 1 success.
Hey, good stuff. Which means it doesn't get its +1 success.
Excellent.
It loses
We
1
actually
disposition.
do a point of disposition damage.
Is it?
Yay.
Does it have armor?
It does. It has the equivalent of chain armor.
Okay. Does my flail go through chain armor?
I don't know. Let me see.
Maybe. It's like a mace-ish thing.
Flail. It does not say, so no.
The mace bypasses. Oh yeah, it specifically says in the mace entry, but it doesn't say.
Yeah, it would say on the entry if it did, but it does not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warhammer.
Chain armor. Let me see. Actually, I guess if it's the equivalent of chain armor, I should also check, right?
Yeah.
Should make the roll for it. Yeah, it absorbs 1 point of damage, and I will roll 1d6.
Break your armor.
4. On a 4, it is intact.
No.
So your flail clinks off the spider's armored carapace, and it chitters at you in anger.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I knew we were gonna die.
I believe in you guys. All right. Next,
I said that as Oswin.
Yeah. So I gather. Okay.
Ty's going to take this moment to search for an attack again.
Why can't I flip it? Come on. Flip. There we go. Defend.
Okay.
Spider.
Versus, right?
Yes, this is a versus test.
Yep. What's my versus ob?
It will be, the spider climbs a tree away to get away. It took a hit and it doesn't like it. So it'll be against 5 of 5.
Okay. So as it's running up the tree, I try to burst in a sprint before it gets there so that I can slash its front legs as it starts to climb.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Damn, that -1 success. So it's 1 versus 3.
Sorry, what?
1 versus 3, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it wouldn't matter. It would regain its disposition, but it cannot. Still.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Okay. Awesome. Now.
Attack versus attack.
Oh boy. All right.
The spider leaps from the tree jumping downwards, striking from above, as is its wont.
I hold Marcel as we watch.
It will be rolling 5 dice.
Okay. As it strikes from the tree, I am just simply going to run at it, swinging my flail wildly, screaming because I'm going to die, and I'm and I say to myself out loud, I wonder what I taste like. And I try to hit it dead on. I am using my item. Right. Are you helping me, Talia?
Yes. I'm gonna wait as it leaps down, so that I'm gonna try and like get under it and almost like position my greatsword to let it like fall on it as it's coming towards you. It'll probably avoid me, but at least it'll have to like correct when it falls instead of just coming straight on top of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see how this goes.
Oh, you did Ob again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Okay, I will roll 5d6.
Yeah.
3 successes.
3?
Yep.
So 3 versus 3, but we're -1.
Well, it's +1.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. So, yeah, it's +2.
Yeah.
You are driven from the field. A flawless victory.
Oh, wait, no, I still have 1 disposition.
Oh, you still have 1. Sorry, your card was over it.
No,
right.
Sorry. So, wait, how much does it lose? Oh, yeah.
It's 2.
It's 2 damage to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any armor.
Yeah, so it strikes Oswin down.
Oh, God.
Ah!
Well, actually, that's a good point. I do have armor, so as I take that point of damage...
You don't, when it is a
does it-
spillover,
when it spills?
when it spills, you don't use armor.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't spillover anyway, right?
It was. I took 1 point from the spill.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well.
Okay. Oh, jeez, it's me and this thing.
You could do it.
Okay.
Now's the time.
Yep.
You can get that fresh spider meat.
Okay. Okay.
Ready to go.
Same.
Right. And flip. Attack.
Okay. I'm defending. I'm preparing for its onslaught as I see it, like, mauling my friend. I'm like, oh my god, and I prepare my greatsword and, like, have it ready to parry whatever it swings at me.
Yeah, it obliges you. It has knocked Oswin flat, and he's scrambling to get away.
I'm like scrambling backwards. I'm imagining doing like those when you're sitting on you're doing like that crab walk, but I'm like my butt's on the ground. I'm like basically running away from the thing backwards and like ah.
Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, what am I versus?
This will be it'll be 5. There's just one of you now.
Yeah.
And the spider is bigger.
Oh my goodness. So I take 4. So even if I was to absorb damage, I would still eat it, right? So yeah, there's no point. So I think I'll just be driven.
Yes, so you're driven from the field.
Yep.
You run away. You flee.
It's too powerful a foe.
And yeah, I'd say we should probably leave it there. That's a nice climactic point.
Losers get to narrate
But,
what suggests the consequences.
Yes. So you lost. The spider took no damage. It was a total victory, or whatever that means. What is it called?
Complete, like no compromise.
Yeah, no compromise.
These are some full life consequences.
All right.
I mean,
would have been easier if you could see what you were doing, but you couldn't, so that made it difficult.
you got owned.
I think we saw it
There are a
last
lot of
time.
those rules that could have easily broken the other way, but
Yeah.
you could not see anything, so it was too dark.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, I have my suggested.
Well, suggest it.
yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Make a suggestion.
So, I would suggest, since it's no compromise and its goal is to drive us away, that we can no longer use this path on our approach to the monolith, and we essentially have to either climb or find another route around. But this is like no longer.
No,
accessible
because
to
then we
us.
can't come back and get my stuff. Is that what you're saying?
That seems to be
I
what
mean,
he's saying. Yes.
I don't know. For me, if it's a no compromise drive off, like, and we just come back, that seems kind of against the purpose. Against it, right? Like, what's the
That's
point of
true.
a drive off if they come back?
Or we come back and we can't drive it off. We have to kill it, or trick it in some way. We can't do the same thing. But yeah, we get driven off. That's right. I mean, yeah, if that's your comp. You're the goal captain. You're the.
I don't know. That just, to me, that makes the most, like, that seems logical.
Chris, do you accept the consequences?
Your full life consequences.
Hold on.
Does that mess with the adventure?
How does it work if you can't? Sorry, it's because it says there's rules for compromises, but what if there is no compromise?
I'm just quickly looking. Yeah, you basically get what you want without compromise. But we're saying.
Yeah, which I guess, I mean, you could argue that the goal is simply to drive us away, not to have us never come back. So, if you want to take that interpretation, then it just means we're driven away and we can't.
So the intent of the monster doesn't really matter as long as it wasn't really trying to kill us. Then what happens is basically the players lose, the opponent has points remaining. We didn't accomplish our intent. So we go to losing suggested compromises.
So it's basically just like, it just seems like I just tell you what happens. It doesn't seem like you, because there's no compromise. I just say what happens, right?
Oh, that's right. True.
Yeah. So you don't propose anything. I just tell you what happens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, this is a drive off conflict. So you are driven off. You flee the field and run away.
You could so the compromises are in the drive off, because we were trying to drive it off and we lost. You could just say we are captured or driven off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, you flee. You run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually, presumably, that means I lose my small sack with the shovel as well.
Yes. You flee, leaving your equipment where you left it. So yeah, I'm not gonna add anything other than that, right? It's just you run away. That's what the spider wanted. It doesn't want to do anything else. It wants you to run away. And
presumably we could come back, but I honestly do not want to
come back.
If we do come back, it's going to be a sneaky thing, but it's probably going to ambush us. So I'm not a sneak.
The spider will learn from this. It's got that telltale, like the spider will remember this.
Yeah.
All right.
So remember our faces.
But hey, at least you survived, so you got that going for you. If you had run into it in another area, it might not have just driven you off. So in some sense, that's good. All right. So yeah, I think we'll call the session there, though. I'm just trying to decide like how driven off I want you to be. But I will figure that
basically out. We flee, choose a direction, we flee, and we flee in that direction, and we flee in the direction where we came from. But if it's not a really good path, then you tell us if we're lost or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was just trying to decide if I wanted to make you guys be lost just to make it easier or to make it more interesting. Because it might be more interesting for you if you were lost, but I think actually I'll decide later.
Okay.
Because I'm a GM, so I just kind of do these kinds of things sometimes. I'm just like, it'd make my life easier if they got lost, so they're lost. But for now, we'll just say you flee, and we won't extend for that. Okay, that's the end of the session, boys.
End of session stuff. Let's do it.
Do it.
All
All
right.
right, Least Instinct Skulls, go.
I could go first. It is my first time doing this. Let us see how good I am. I will defend my fans and family from harm. The only reason I joined that conflict was to defend Talia from harm.
Yeah, I agree. You said as such. You said your character didn't want to fight, but you felt that you must. And so that's the exact kind of role playing we want to see. So yes.
My goal is to find out if the rumors are true in Grimsby and help the locals. The rumors are true, and we've agreed to help them, but we have not yet helped them. So that is working toward it.
Say so.
And
So careful, you don't know exactly what the truth of the rumors is, to be fair.
well, we found out that like the sheep have gone missing, right?
Right, if that's all you meant by the rumors.
Well,
yes.
I want to be like,
There's other rumors swirling around that I don't want you to feel you've got confirmation of yet.
No. But like I meant like when like the rumors of the sheep going missing and like the bandits gone and stuff, and we're like we got there and like yes, that is all true, and I'm like oh okay, but we didn't work hard and I didn't work hard enough to establish that. That's why I wanted an end, and it was to help them, and they wanted their sheep to be either like returned or I guess dealt with somehow, and I'm trying to help them, but I don't know how because I don't know exactly what's happening. That's step one, is find out what's happening. Anyways, I always go scavenging when we make camp. I've done that. I did that twice now. I think once with success.
Did.
So I'm going to get a fate for that as well.
Good job.
That's 3 fates. Who's next?
I can go next. I believe anything we're doing is worth doing in style. I was not stylish today. I was mostly hungry, thirsty, and
hard to be stylish when you're hungry and thirsty. It's true.
Yeah, you can be like sexy when you're hungry and thirsty. That's different. Creed, there's no place for hatred on this crew. I do not think I've instigated hatred amongst anybody or have let it flourish. And my goal is to stop whatever it is who took the bandits. We have not done that yet, so I'm still quite far away from that goal. And my instinct when it can't take time to each other's, I was not able to exhaust.
No, you did that. You triggered that instinct.
I was gonna say you did that.
That was last time, but that was still part of the
last time.
session,
yeah, sorry.
Right? So yeah.
I'm thinking of today. God.
Yeah, because these are kind of their mini sessions.
Yeah, sorry.
Broken into one. Although this one was actually pretty long for a mini session.
Oh wait, in which case then I did do something in style. I think I did that thing with the extravagance when I was distracting that wolf, I believe, last session.
Right, you put yourself in danger. That's correct.
Yep, I agree. That's the perfect example of. Yeah, exactly. You put yourself in danger to exemplify your belief. So there you go. Yeah, you get a point for that as well.
That's Persona.
No, so it's fate.
It's fate. Gotcha.
And if you're working toward the goals, which we are, it's a fate. And then because you did the camp stuff and taught someone something, me, even though you were exhausted, it still helped the group. So that is also a fate. So 3 fate.
Yep.
3 fate. Damn.
All right, and last but not least, Andrew.
Yeah, belief. It is better to act than to hesitate. I don't think that came up in a strong way during the session, unfortunately, so I don't think I can claim it. Goal, discover what is causing the livestock to disappear. Definitely we've made progress on that. Seems to be...
You have some suspects.
And when it can't...
Isn't the better belief act to hesitate? Like every time you did the Heart of Battle or Foolhardy, you were like, I have to go and it's bubbling over. Isn't that?
It is, but... For me, the belief that it's better to act than to hesitate, because that's more playing the traits, which I guess you could say is like into the belief. But I don't know if that's too tangential. I guess for me, and maybe Chris can disagree, but for me, it's better to act than hesitate is like, when I went chasing after the ghoul, right? Or if I was like, no, we're not camping, like, or if Talia's not camping, she's gonna go push forward, then I would have been like, yeah, okay, I'm claiming that belief, but
Yeah, but
For me,
like
it's still
also
got
like I guess never mind. I was gonna say, or it was like you wanted to fight, but no, you wanted to sneak by the spider.
I wanted to sneak, but I was doing it poorly because I was eager to fight, but I wasn't like.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like if you feel like that you didn't role play it strongly enough to earn a reward, then I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I just want to. I want to convince.
That's your decision. If you were making a case for a decision, then I would adjudicate. But if you feel like it wasn't strong enough and you don't want to even make the case, then I'm not going to adjudicate on it. Obviously, I'll take your word for it. And I will encourage you to think about that and try and play it more aggressively next time, so that you do get points. Because I want you to get points for this. Because it means that you're making interesting game decisions.
True. And then when in Camp Cook, I did that twice.
Yep. So you get a point for that.
Full foods.
So did you, for your goal, did you say you did discover what's causing it?
I think we're making progress, because I still don't necessarily know. I know it might be spirits, it might be direwolves, it might be a giant spider. At least I have some options now, but I still don't actually know what's going on.
True. I thought we found like direwolf prints though.
We did, but it's still not clear, like, is it the spirits driving away the direwolves, or like, right? Like it's. I feel like we still haven't got the full picture.
The root cause. Okay.
Yeah, you want to understand what's causing. Like, I interpret that as saying like because like obviously a wolf took you have evidence of dire wolves taking sheep, but you don't know if that's the whole story. Basically, is what I'm getting from.
Your goal. Excellent then. So another 3 fate. All right. Yep. I believe I wanted to nominate Talia from last session. I was thinking about it, but I don't recall what I wanted to nominate you from.
Well, there's most valuable player and role player.
Right?
Was it workhorse?
No, I think it was MVP.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know. The wolf fight, maybe?
The wolf fight, yeah. You absolutely decimated it. Or like the dog fight.
Yeah.
That is correct. That is what I wanted to MVP to you, Tord.
That's fair. Oh, I'll accept that. Thank you. How do you feel about that?
I dig it.
If nobody else has objections, I think that's an appropriate.
That's really good.
Award. He's basically single-handedly defeated a pack of wild dogs.
That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, works for me. All right.
Yeah.
Role player or hard worker, or
I was going to say, is it role player or hard worker?
I don't remember what they call it these days.
I believe it is.
I accidentally closed my PDFs, so I'm flying blind.
I think is it team worker actually, not hard worker?
Oh, maybe.
I think it's team worker, yeah.
Like you help with a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, it's like where you have right skill, right time / helped with a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
I would be tempted to nominate. I mean, you both did a lot, but Tyler's been eating shit trying to mentor us in camp, which technically, to be fair, is like he's advancing his mentor skill. But I just feel like he's been.
Well, you always advance your skills when when you use them to help other people.
But yeah, also because I'm honestly planning on giving Sean Gal's humor, because he at least finally somebody made an active attempt to do it, which I thought was good. So
I keep forgetting about it, so I'm just morbid and creepy when I.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like Tyler, we can give teamwork because he did a ton of stuff to help us out, like training us with Scout essentially, and then helping on rolls when he could, and then Sean finally actually like made us think about Gal's humor and used it in an effective way. So
I will agree to that. I think
if you've made the case for both of them, I think those both fit as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, Gal's humor is only a fate though, so I have 4 fate. Okay. Yep. And the other one is a persona, Tyler.
Ooh, thank you.
There you go. You'll never see it coming.
Yeah.
Baby.
Excellent. That is this session complete. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for GMing.
Are we still naming sessions, or
yes? Let's name this
Yes.
this collection of sessions. These 2 sessions. I forgot we do that. What do we want to call it?
What about bit off more than you can spin?
How about close shave, because we're shaving sheep, then Schloss Klave, which is German for razor and something else. I don't know where it's going with that.
Those both are good suggestions, I think.
No, they're not. Mine was they're terrible. Don't even entertain it.
I mean, what's wrong with close shave? I mean, it kind of it does imply the action that you were just engaged in.
That is true.
It does, it is related to sheep as well, which is also relevant.
I was thinking of Schloss Klave. Like, no one knows what that is.
No.
Yeah, but you said close shave. you
Okay,
didn't say Schloss Clay. I would have been like, what the hell's that? But you didn't. You said the English version, which makes more
sense. Or how about Shear Terror?
Oh, it's good.
Ooh, I do
That's
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. I mean, Sheer Terror works for me. What do you guys think?
I wholeheartedly support that notion.
I second that.
Okay, Sheer Terror.
Excellent.
It's sheer like a sheep.
Yeah, because you said something about sheep pun. I'm like, I started thinking about sheep puns. I'm like, what are the sheep puns we could do?
Incroyable.
Excellent. Well, thank you all.
You're all beautiful, and your future's brighter because you're in it.
Aw.